Oh, there we are again. Awesome. Boy, the internet's been giving me fits this week. This is like my third or fourth. Oh, now I look all fucking 3D and shit. Check it out. All right, I have no idea what I pushed that I now look like a 1950s movie, but that's pretty freaking cool. Let's see, live chat. All right, Bentley, let's go. So, Mr. Man and I decided we're going to go to. Hey, what's going on? How you doing, Glenn? I don't know why I look like a 1950s movie. This is actually pretty cool. I was playing with settings, but that's not what I wanted to do. So, Bentley's flipping out in the back because he wants to go to the pizza. I know, this filter's pretty cool. I feel like one of those, remember those old school movies you'd see and go, today, Jonathan is going to explore the meteorite, and I'm waiting for a guy in a suit with a very deep voice. You know who does the deep voice? Oh, hey, what's going on? She said, I do look like I'm driving a Maybach. That's a good reference, man. So, as you can see, Bentley's losing his mind in the back. So, today's going to be a training day for Bentley. We brought the dogs to the farmer's market, and he got really mouthy with pretty much everyone. He wasn't being aggressive, he was just being very vocal, which is typical for the breed. And I want to see if he was doing it because he was protecting his sister, or if he was just doing it because he's an ass. In which case I have to train him to not be an ass upon arrival. Oh wow, they just made the highway one lane overnight. That's awesome. This is going to be a shit show this afternoon. Yuck. Anyway, so yeah, it's expected, it is slated to be 107, 105 today. Glenn's probably going to not get much better than I am. And those of you who live in central Texas or southeast New Mexico, southwest Oklahoma, we're pretty much all going to get this lovely baking heat. So, hey, Bentley, you want to say hi? Hey, there he is. Bentley in what appears to be really weird Technicolor. He's looking at that cup. He thinks that cup is a puppuccino you get from the coffee shop because he recognizes the shape of the cup. He's not stupid, so he's trying to get his hands on it. Ooh, that's really bright sun. Good Lord. I'm like driving into the morning sun. It's absolutely killing my eyes, gang. So, folks, I did check, for those of you in the Southwest, there's a slew of farmers markets, gun shows, antique shows, which is cool, arts and crafts events. Guys, go and check those out. That is a great way to find cool stuff. By the way, Amazon has the Baby Jackery, the $290 for $139. It's still at that price, and they have the 300 for 150 something. So if you want to invest in a jackery, they kind of get expensive. I would buy pieces and just add on as you go. And whether it's jackery or one of the others. Hey, Suburban. Hey, Royal Lioness. And hello, Therese. Hey, Joe. Buenos dias, folks. So, yeah, so go check those out. I'm going to go. There's a local beekeeper, and she has a booth here, and she does regional honey, and she harvests all year. And the fall wildflower honey versus or the spring wildflower versus the fall, she calls it like the harvest honey, are completely different colors. It's absolutely cool to see that. And for the record, for those of you coming in late, I still have no idea why I look like a 1950s movie right now. I couldn't see what I was doing. I was trying to open up the chat, and I hit that other button, and now I'm like all in non-Technicolor. Ooh, I got a red light here, so maybe I can look and see what the hell I did to myself here. Hey, prepping artist, what's going on? Oh, here we go. Ta-da! There we're back, kind of. And as you can see, Bentley is now confused. He's watching. He's actually a really good dog on a drive. Hey, Bentley, you want to go bye-bye? Bentley, are we going somewhere? Where are we going? He's like, we're going to get treats. Typically, he gets popcorn. Somebody throws him a treat at the farmer's market. So he almost mugged another corgi. Somebody had a corgi puppy, and he was like, hello, friend. But he's, he's 30 freaking pounds. The puppy was like that big. And he rolled the puppy, trying to greet the puppy. And I'm like, dude, that's not how we greet people. That's not nice. But, Bentley's going to do Bentley things. Yeah, we had Pepper and Bentley at the last farmer's market. But then they got rambunctious because they're siblings, and like other siblings, they poke each other and they egg each other on. So, yeah, this comical breed of dog. Saw Sound of Freedom last night. Great movie. So, it makes you wonder. It is a great movie, and it really makes you wonder. Hey, by the way, someone's comment got held, but it's all squished, and I can't see what the hell it is, and if I push it, I'm going to end the chat, which I don't want to do. No, that's not what I wanted. Hit the thumbs up. Thank you, Teresa. I have to manage a shower. I'm not moving well yet. Oh, sorry to hear that, Joe. So, Prepping Artist, what did you think of the storyline itself? I thought they did really good for an independent studio. The dialogue didn't get overly. I'm not going to. I already. Oh, I'm sorry. I already know too much about it. Yeah. What I find funny is the critics gave it 80%, which is really good for a movie. The viewers gave it 100, and immediately these reviewers are like, oh, it's because conservatives went and watched it and gave it 100%. I'm like, no, I'm pretty sure that like liberals have kids that they don't want trafficked either. Like, I really think you're watching the leftist movement, not the liberal movement. I look at Bill Maher like a liberal, where he's a very intellectual guy. He's very well spoken, very smart. I don't agree with everything he says, but at least it comes from a thought out place. Like, he's like, I believe this should happen because historically this was unjust, whatever, and he can give numbers. A lot of what we're seeing now is just nuttiness. And for people to say, oh, it's not 10,000, it's only 4,000 kids a week. No, 4 kids a week is too much. So I'm glad you enjoyed it. If you haven't seen it, folks, watch it. They do have a place that if you want to donate to pay for someone else's ticket who may not be able to see it, they have a website for it. And if you can't afford a ticket, there's a place you can go and they'll provide you one. For those of you who may not be able to get to the theaters, they will have supposedly not Hulu, Netflix will be featuring it in 2 months. So after it does a spin in the theaters, once it starts to die off, it's gonna go. Avert your eyes or grab the soap. Nice. Joe, you need one of those scrunchies on a stick so you can wash yourself and not have to like move around too much in the shower. That way you don't hurt your back again, man. Be safe out there, Joe. But folks, it's really it's been a very bizarre week. It's unusually quiet at work. I did cry about 5 times though. I believe it. Oh yeah, that's one of the few movies that you do get emotional. There are very few that do that to me. That was one of them. Especially the little, when they recovered certain characters. I was super impressed because I know the Mexican federales are struggling with this right now. That's a very lucrative trade in children, men and boys and girls. They don't care. And the cartels are well organized and they're very well funded. So, yeah, that's Tom Clancy wrote a book about how the cartels could actually hurt America as a whole. Holy cow, there's a lot of people here today. I guess everyone's like, we're gonna go out early because in a few hours it's gonna be like 100 degrees and nobody's gonna want to do shit then. And I'm gonna park under this tree because that's freaking a good idea to do. Oh, they trimmed this tree down. So, yeah, folks, I'm glad you enjoyed it. Oh, sorry. So, yeah, we just got here to the farmer's market. So, I got a disembarked knucklehead here. Time to wash my rooster tattoo. Nice. Oh, no, Glenn, there is no stopping it. And I think it's something people need to talk about publicly because I know there were some boys were asking my daughter out when she was younger, and I said, you can go with this kid. I didn't know the kid. I said, but you have to I'm gonna move up so I don't block this guy's driveway, but you have to bring some of your girlfriends, or at least there are multiple people. And the kid kept changing the time until none of her friends could go, which I found suspicious. And then I asked my daughter, I said, so who's going besides you and Knucklehead? And she said, well, him, his brother, and his two cousins. I said, so there's going to be 4 dudes I don't know taking my daughter to a theater. I'll tell you what, you can go. I'm going. I'm going to sit 2 rows back. And you damn well know what I'll have with me. And she said, of course, you always have it with you. Yeah. How about you tell him you're going to pass? And she said, I'm okay with that. This guy's kind of getting creepy now. So she declined, and he started bombing her phone. So I called him on her phone. And I said, son, I don't know who you are, but I know what high school you go to. And I have a lot of friends in the police department. I will find your address. And I will call people who went on deployment with me, and they're not cops. And you won't have that good experience because they don't give a shit. So how about you just stop calling, son? And he said, oh, yes, sir. And he hung up the phone. I don't know what he was trying to do. But they did disappear a little girl from a Taco Bell at 3:30, same high school, 3:30 in the afternoon on a Thursday. She went to meet a kid for lunch that her mom didn't know, and she never came home. Never came home. Mom's freaking out, called the mom of the boy. She's like, he came home, I don't know what happened. So they review the tape, and when the young couple came into that Taco Bell, there were already 4 people sitting at another table, 4 young men, and the couple sat, opposite them. And then when the couple got up to leave, the young men went and talked to the other young man, and then the 5 of them went out with the young girl, and they went into a parking lot, and she came in one car, but they pushed her into another one. And honestly, in hindsight, if that little girl had just caused a scene in Taco Bell, they probably would never have walked off with her. Hey, what's going on, Sassy? They did find her 8 days later or 10 days later. And I was part of the people who were on social media because I knew her parents, and I had a common friend who was a teacher at the elementary school. I was reaching out to other guardsmen, seeing if we needed to do like a sweep of the park, get 5 or 6 guys with a dog and just walk across the park. And they finally told us, take everything off social media, the cops are onto something. And they did find her in a brothel on the south side of town, just past the Texan Stadium, Energy Stadium. And apparently she tried to get away, so they kind of beat her up, and she had been prostituted for the better part of a week before. Dude, if you chew my chair, hey, we don't eat that. That's how you get a smack, dude. He wants to go to the market, so be careful out there, folks. Hey, Virginia Bushcrafter, how are you? So, folks, I gotta bounce. I need to shout. Yeah, I'm about to run to the market. Oh, there's a baby German Shepherd here. Bentley's gonna have a buddy. But anyway, folks, I'm gonna let you all go. Y'all be safe. I'm gonna go check out the market, but y'all go check out the markets. There's a bunch of markets in the Southwest, farmers markets, antique shows. Look for stuff that you can repurpose and save some money on. But God bless you all. I'll see y'all later. And if you haven't seen that movie, The Prepping Artist gives it a thumbs up, so go check it out. Y'all take care. I'll see you later.